Network infrastructure. Network infrastructure is the backbone of any modern organization. It comprises the hardware, software, services, and facilities required to support, manage, and operate an enterprise network. A critical aspect of network infrastructure is the separation of network components, which can be achieved either physically or logically. In this lesson, we will dive into these two methods. First, physical separation. Physical separation, often referred to as air gapping, is a security measure employed to protect sensitive information. An air-gapped system is isolated from other networks, both local and internet. By physically disconnecting it from those networks, this isolation is achieved by removing all direct or indirect connections, including Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and other wireless connections. An example of an air-gapped system is a military or government network holding classified information. These networks are kept physically separate from the public internet to prevent unauthorized access and cyber attacks. Another example is an industrial control system or ICS system, used in critical infrastructure like power plants or water treatment facilities. These systems are often air-gapped to prevent potential cyber-physical attacks that could lead to real-world damage. However, air-gapped systems are not infallible. Sophisticated attacks such as Stuxnet have demonstrated that air-gapped systems can be compromised. Despite this, physical separation remains one of the most secure methods of protecting sensitive information, provided that strict physical security measures are in place. Logical separation, on the other hand, involves creating boundaries within a network that restrict access to certain areas. This is typically achieved through the use of firewalls, virtual local area networks or VLANs, and other network devices that can control traffic based on rules and policies. A common example of logical separation is the use of VLANs in corporate network. VLANs can segregate network traffic, ensuring that data from one department, such as human resources, cannot be accessed by another department, like marketing, despite being on the same physical network. This separation helps to improve security, manage network traffic, and reduce congestion. Another example is the use of firewalls to create a screen subnet network. Is a logical subnetwork that contains the organization's external-facing services, separating them from the internal network. This prevents an attacker who has gained access to the screen subnet from easily moving to the internal network. While logical separation provides a high degree of flexibility and is easier to implement than physical separation, it is not as secure. If not properly configured, firewalls on other network devices can be exploited, allowing unauthorized access to restricted areas of the network. So remember, both physical and logical separation play crucial roles in network infrastructure and security. Physical separation or air gapping provides a high level of security by completely isolating a system from other networks. Logical separation, while not as secure as physical separation, offers more flexibility and is easier to implement.